So here's our issue. You can see we have a drip. I'm going to try to rebuild this thing and take it apart. We got to shut the water down in the house. And when we built the house, unfortunately, we didn't put a valve to shut the outside water off. So to show you how to add that, and we'll do another video on how to rebuild this. Hey, welcome to another My Two Good Hands video. We're in the basement. We're working on that water problem we showed you outside at the beginning here. But first thing we're going to do is install a shutoff valve in the outside water so we can get the house water back on. We bought a ball valve, just like the one we have in the water heater. It's compression type. So we measured this bore. All right, it says 3/4, measures 7/8. Measured the pipe measures 7/8. So let's show you what we're going to go do before we start draining the system. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut a piece out right here and put this in there, just like this. Well, it'll be this way, but we're going to put this in there. Put the valve right in there. So one of the first things we're going to do is clean the pipe. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to measure inside of here, figure out how much pipe we need to be missing. So let's start on that and get to it. We'll measure this and come up with a number. So we got ourselves a piece of paper to make some notes. And we got our valve. We're going to snug these two up here. Just snug, finger tight. We're going to come in here and measure down to the shoulder. And down to the shoulder here is about 7/8. So we got 7/8 of an inch to the shoulder. We're going to write that down, 7/8. We're going to turn it around and measure the other side. It's a little different. Yeah, looks like, see, there's an 1/8. Well, it looks like about 1 1/4. 1 1/4. And we're going to measure the overall here. And the overall is 3 3/8. 3 3/8. Now what we're going to do is do the math here. We can take the inch away from here, become 2. After we take the inch away, we take the 1/4 away from 3/8 and become 2 1/8. Then we got to take 7/8 away from here. Well, that'll leave us 3. We take an 1/8 away, that'll give us 6/8. 6/8 reduces, okay? That's 3/4. And then take the 1/8 away from here, leaves us at 2. 3/4 away leaves us 1 1/4. So in the center of here, the area in the center of here is 1 1/4. And if you kind of line this up on the outside, you can say, yeah, you can probably see about 1 1/4 in there, thereabouts. So what we're going to do, because there's a lot of space behind here, we're going to make a gap in the pipe at 1 1/2. So let's show you how I'm going to lay that out. First thing to do, figure out where you want your valve. We'll put it right here. So the first thing we're going to do is take some Scotch-Brite and just kind of clean up the pipe here. Yeah, if there's any old corrosion or anything on here. You can see how that kind of cleaned that up. So now we're cleaned up. They can come in here with our valve and say, this is where we want our valve, so that's the center of our valve. Now we're going to get a tape measure, our little measuring stick. We said 1 1/4. So that is 1 1/4. And kind of put this right in the middle. There, make a mark. There, make a mark. So this is the piece we're taking out, right through here. We'll cut a ring and a ring. I'm going to cut it with this. First thing we're going to do, though, is go shut the waters off. So we have a few places we can shut off our water. See, this is our inbound electric. There's the inbound water, that white pipe there. So if we close this valve here, we have isolated the house pressure. It's a gate valve, so it takes a while to get firm, okay? So we're closed there. You can see that the well pressure, everything's on this side here, so we should be good there. We do have a ball valve on the feed side of our water heater. You shut that off. Boom, that's off. So now we have to go up and open our cold water spigot. So let's go do that. We're out here. See, it's still dripping. We can turn our water on. Woo. There you go. So the pressure is now off there. So we can go inside, open another one to get it to drain. So we also want to open our cold here. You can hear the air. So that's going in. It's going to take a while for this to drain. So when this water stops, we know that the house pipes have been drained, and we can go in and cut our pipe, and we'll only have a little bit of water from the height of this over to the height of the other. That's where we're going to be. So as soon as this stops, we'll go downstairs. You can see it's slowing down quite a bit already. So there you go. Give this a few minutes. So our water is drained. Going to take this, put it on the upper one first, and cut that. And we're going to put that right. You can see how we're putting that right by the mark here. I'm going to bring that around. Fully expecting some water to come out of this when it breaks through. Yeah, looks like we might have a problem with our cutter. All right, we got to go get another. Our cutter's not working right. Something's not tracking. Yep, see, there's the water coming out. Woo, there comes the water. Woo! This is the rest of the house drain in here. We do have a floor drain here, so. There it is. Okay. Looks like we get a little coming up of this still, because it's still got the water softener back flushing the house. So, easy way to do this. We are going to put this on this way. And we can put this down. We should have cut the lower one first. So I think what we're going to do is just cut the lower piece. I think it's going to stop in a minute here. Got a lot of water coming from the rest of the house. There's no pressure on it, it's just a two-story house. There we go. Oh, we can take our little piece, toss it away. Now we're going to have to put this valve on here, just like this. It slides over here. Then we got to slide this piece into here. The easiest way to do this is take this apart. Slide this up on here. And we're going to push this up just enough to get it under there. Like that. Bring it back. Let's see if we can get this down and that down. There you go. Valve is on, but we have to tighten it up. And then we did get some water on the floor, but it's all going down the drain. We have two wrenches here. One we can put on here. And the other one we can put on here. And you can see it gets tight pretty quick. I don't want to mess up the threads on here. So We're going to get our other wrench. We can't hold it with that one. Doesn't fit. We're hitting our wrench against our wrench, so let's try a little bit here. That should be good and tight. We're tight here. We're not tight up above. That's on and that's off, all right? So now what we have to do is tighten this side up. That side's in, we just got to tighten this. So again, we're going to have to hold this down here to tighten this side. That should be tight. Okay, so we wanted to clean that up nice. Next thing we got to do, go upstairs and close our water spigots that are open, that are inside the house. This is staying closed, so we don't have to worry about outside. So we're back. I'm going to turn on the big green valve. We won't show you that. We're going to leave you right here where you can see this to watch for leaks. So if we turn this back on, you can hear it refill the house. And it looks like we don't have any leaks, so that's a good thing. Open this valve all the way. Turn our water heater back on. That valve's back on. Okay. So there you go. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We got our water valve in, so now our outside water can be shut off inside the house. It's a good idea in the cold climates anyhow. Just make sure you drain the pipes. So if you don't have water in there, it will freeze, all right, if you don't have circulation. So you don't want to leave them full of water and off. You want to drain them. So we're going to go out, we're going to take our spigot apart, and we're going to show you how to rebuild that next.